Hi friends, and welcome to a new weekly reading vlog. It is Sunday right now, it's 11 a.m. and I have a lot to do today, but it's mostly fun stuff. I will bake a lot and do some YouTube stuff. So I'm still excited for today. I'm not gonna get ready today, so this is what you have to deal with. But I think I'm gonna quickly talk about the books I'm reading right now, and then I'm gonna clean up the kitchen because it's a mess, and then I'm gonna start baking. But hopefully I will get some reading done later, and I'm also gonna listen to my audiobook while I'm doing all of that. So the audiobook I'm listening to right now is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. And I'm enjoying it, but I'm not loving it. Like, it does have a really high rating on Goodreads, I think like 4 point something. And I don't really get that rating yet, but maybe that's gonna change. So if you don't know what Gone Girl is about, it's basically about this married couple, Amy and... I already forgot his name. It's about Amy and Nick. And it follows the two of them, and on their 5th wedding anniversary, Amy goes missing. And the story switches back and forth between the past and the present. So in the present, Nick tries to figure out what happened to Amy or where she's gone. And the past follows Amy and her story with Nick and stuff like that. And I think that Nick isn't a reliable narrator, so he doesn't tell you everything you need to know. So it also could be that he is Amy's killer, and yeah, it just follows that whole story. I mean, it's been entertaining, but it's not really been thrilling. Like, I thought it would be like a whole thriller, but so far it's just been like a mystery, which is not bad, but I'm just not that invested right now. And then I also have a physical book and a book on my Kindle I'm reading right now. So for my physical book, I'm reading Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mehra, and I'm really enjoying that one. I'm only on page 66. So this is about Evie, and she has to take care of her father and her little sister because her father is sick and her sister is only like 10. So she has to earn all the money and take care of them. And after she loses her job, she meets Tristan, who's known as the villain in this world, and he offers her a position as his assistant. So that's like the plot of the story. I mean, I'm not that far into it yet, but it's also a pretty short book, so hopefully I will get through it pretty quickly. But I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really, really funny. Like, I haven't laughed out loud because of a book in a long time, so that's great. And I also really like the two main characters, and especially Evie. And then for my Kindle book, I'm reading New Promises. This is the second part in the Green Valley series, the Green Valley Love series. I read the first book a few weeks ago because my friend recommended it to me, and I did really enjoy it. So I wanted to pick up the second book, but this isn't supposed to be that great. So I'm glad that my friend sent the Kindle version to me, so I didn't have to buy it. But I am enjoying it so far. I'm not that far into it. I have read a few more pages this morning. I'm on page 58, which is 17%. But it's a very quick read. So this is about Izzy, who's a snowboard teacher, and she lives in the Rocky Mountains and also works there. And she has been in love with her best friend Will for pretty much forever, but it's only one-sided, so she had to see him be with other women for years. and he also doesn't know that she has feelings for him. And then one day this like Netflix star Cole appears, because he has to prepare for a role he's gonna play in, and therefore Izzy has to teach him to, I think, snowboard. I'm not sure, but Izzy doesn't really like him in the beginning, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna change. So I'm not really sure if it's gonna follow Izzy and Cole or Izzy and Will. So it could either be a hate to love romance if it's about Izzy and Cole, or a best friends to lovers if it's about Izzy and Will. I'm not sure where it's gonna go yet, but it's been entertaining, and like I mentioned, it's a very quick read, so I'm gonna fly through this one. Hi friends, I'm sorry that the lighting is so bad, but it's already 10:30 and I'm actually about to go to bed. But I did record a clip during my lunch break today, and I didn't record the audio again. I really have to figure that out because it's getting annoying. But I just took a shower and now I'm just gonna read like a few more pages of New Promises and then sleep because I'm so tired. And I'm actually not in the office tomorrow. We're gonna have like a photo shoot all day tomorrow, so I'm gonna be there. I think it's gonna be fun. But yeah, that's where I'll be spending the day. I haven't talked to you yesterday and also today. Yesterday I was in the office, and when I got home I uploaded my weekly vlog, and that took ages. And then I also had my jazz class last night, and today I worked from home and I just did some random stuff after work. I filmed a TikTok, but I still have to edit that, and yeah, I really don't know where the time went today. I feel like I haven't done anything. But I did read some more of New Promises yesterday morning because somehow I woke up at like 5 a.m. and I don't have to work until 8, so I had some time to read. And I also read some more last night, and hopefully now I'm on page 169 now, which is 51%, so pretty much halfway through. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm definitely getting used to reading in German. It's not as awkward as it used to be when I first started reading it. And I'm liking the story. I mentioned on Sunday that I'm not sure in which direction the love story is gonna go, so if there's gonna be a best friends to lovers trope or like an hate to love trope. I mean, they didn't really hate each other in the beginning, but they just didn't like each other. But I think I do know now where it's going. But In case you somehow want to read the book, I'm not gonna tell you what is happening right now, just because I don't want to spoil you, because it's only happening like halfway through the book now. I also listened to some more of Gone Girl while cleaning tonight, and I'm enjoying it more than I did a few days ago, but I'm still not that invested, so maybe that's still gonna change. Hopefully I remember to talk to you more often tomorrow. And I'll see you in the morning. Good night. What I also wanted to talk about, I can't stop listening to the Tortured Poets Department. Like, I can't. I've been listening to it non-stop for the last couple of days. Today's Tuesday and it came out on Friday, and I haven't listened to anything else. I just can't stop. It's just so good. Good morning, friends, and happy Wednesday. I am so tired. I woke up way too early again today because I forgot to turn off my alarm that I usually have set. But I don't have to be at work today until 9 a.m. So I could have slept in a little longer. But it's fine. I'm just having a very slow morning. I just made myself a coffee and now I'm just gonna sit on my couch for a while and read some more of New Promises. I actually didn't read anything last night. I fell asleep right away. It only takes me like 20 minutes to drive to the studio where we're shooting today. I'm very excited for today. So they booked the studio for yesterday and today. So they already took some pictures yesterday and it looked great. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun today. And just in general, I'm enjoying my new job so much. Like, I'm so happy. I really like my co-workers and I also really like just my tasks. It's a lot of fun. Glad that I found something that I really enjoy. I'm back at home. I had a very fun day, but I'm exhausted. I mean, I didn't even do that much. I just filmed some content for social media, but I'm still exhausted. But it was very fun. I have never been to like a studio before, so it was really interesting to see the behind the scenes of the photo shoot. And I also filmed some clips on my phone that I'm gonna edit into this video, or you've probably already seen them. I don't know why, but I feel like I procrastinate on reading physical books so much. I can't tell you why. Maybe just because it's not as comfortable as reading on my Kindle, but I've bought a lot of physical books recently, so I kind of don't have another choice than reading them. I'm in a really good mood today. Hopefully it's gonna stay that way. I'm just so tired. I haven't been getting enough sleep for like 2 weeks now. And it's been my own fault. I've just been going to bed way too late. And I should stop doing that and start going to bed earlier, so I'm not completely exhausted every day. But I don't know if you also have that feeling sometimes, but when I go to bed early, I feel like I'm missing out on something. Because when I work all day and then have to do like chores and cook dinner and stuff like that, I don't have any time for myself. Like, I don't have any time to read. Or, I mean, I would have time, but I spend that time scrolling on social media because I'm too exhausted to focus on anything else. So I feel like staying up late means that I have more time to myself. But when I do that, I'm just exhausted the next day, so it doesn't really make sense. I'm just talking nonsense right now, so I should probably stop and start reading. Happy Thursday. It's 12 p.m. right now and I'm on my lunch break. I'm quickly gonna make myself some lunch and then I'm gonna read some more of New Promises. I read some more last night and also this morning and I'm like 80% through and I'm definitely enjoying it. So hopefully I can finish it tonight and then also read some more of Assistant to the Villain. I don't really have any plans after work today, but Thursdays are like my planning days. So Thursdays are where I make my meal plan and grocery list and plan the upcoming week and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. I just finished reading New Promises and I think I'm gonna rate it like 3 stars. I enjoyed it, but not as much as the first book in this series. And I also felt like it was a little short. It ended up being under 300 pages, about like 290 something. And the ending was kind of rushed, so I wish it would have been a little longer, but I'm still glad I've read it. I did like the characters, but at some points they acted very childish, and they're supposed to be in their early 20s, I think. So they shouldn't be acting that way, so that was kind of annoying. But I definitely want to keep reading the series. I think there are 7 books out right now. But since I'm on my book buying ban, I'm not gonna pick it up in the near future. I'm probably gonna do that in like June. My lunch break is almost over, so I'm gonna get back to work in a minute. But after work, I want to read some more of Assistant to the Villain because I feel like I haven't been reading a lot lately. And I'm also 1 book behind on my Goodreads challenge. And I know that that's not important. Like, I shouldn't stress myself out over that, but that hasn't happened before. Like, I'm usually on track or even ahead of schedule. Ahead of schedule. That sounds like it's so important. It just makes me a little sad that I've been not reading as much as I usually do. So hopefully I'm gonna change that soon. Because my TBR is packed. Hello and happy Friday. It's already 6:30. You can't see that. It's already 6:30 p.m. I've been back from work for a couple of hours. But I haven't really done anything. I've just been sitting on my couch watching YouTube. I've been watching Sarah's and Destiny's new videos. And we just ordered some dinner because we don't have any food at home. I'm gonna go get groceries tomorrow morning, but we just decided to order some dinner. I probably should be a little productive today, and maybe I'm gonna edit some of this video later. But other than that, I'm probably just gonna lay on my couch and watch YouTube and read all night. It's a couple of hours later and I have read to page 126 of Assistant to the Villain. I'm enjoying it, but there's not a lot. I mean, it isn't true that there isn't a lot happening. There definitely is, but I feel like there isn't. That didn't make any sense. I think that is just my own fault, because when I'm reading a book for a long time and don't read it within like a couple of days, I just don't enjoy it as much as I would if I would have read it quicker, if that made any sense. I've been reading Assistant to the Villain for about a week, so I think it's just my own fault that I'm not enjoying it as much as I could be. But I'm really tired. It's not even 10 p.m. and it's Friday night, so I feel like a grandma, but I'm gonna go to bed now. But I still want to read a little in bed. And I do have like a reading book lamp, whatever, but it's just not as comfortable as reading on my Kindle. So I think I'm gonna pick out a book on my Kindle to start now. I'm not really sure which one I want to read. I could read Fault Line, which is the second book in the Coastal University series. I've read the first one and the third one because I thought the third one was the second one, so I just skipped the second one, and I've really enjoyed the other two books, so that could be something I could read. I'm not sure if it's gonna focus and if you're gonna see that. I think you can tell. I could also read Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. I've been wanting to read that one since it's been out. I could also read, I'm not sure what it's called, but the second book in the Behind the Net series. But I read the first book in the series last week and I really enjoyed it, so I would like to read the second book at some point. And I also have That Kind of Guy by the same author, and I've had that on my Kindle for a while and I still haven't read it. It's the one up here. I really should keep reading the Zodiac Academy series. I'm on book 3, I think, and I did actually enjoy the first 2 books, so I should probably keep reading that at some point. I have so many books on my Kindle that I've had on there for ages, and I should probably read them. I'm always so indecisive. Like, I feel like the lighting is changing every 2 seconds. That's kind of annoying. I'm sorry for that. But I've been wanting to read the novellas. I'm not sure what they're called. The Improbable Meet Cute collection. And there are like 6 novellas by like super popular authors like Christina Lauren. And I've been wanting to read them. But I'm also thinking about doing a readathon soon. I'm not sure when, because I work a full-time job and I just can't like read for 24 hours. And on the weekends I also have stuff to do that I can't do during the week, so I would have to like take a personal day off at work or wait for like a public holiday. But I would like to do a readathon soon, and it would maybe be a good idea if I would save those novellas for the readathon. I've seen them all over TikTok and also YouTube lately, and they're supposed to be really good. This is the one by Christina Lauren. I could read Sinbin. Is it pronounced like that? By Anastasia White. But I feel like I've been reading so many hockey romances. I'm not sure if I should maybe read something else. I think I'm actually gonna read Sinbin by Anastasia White. This is a enemies to lovers college romance. I'm gonna start it now. I probably will only read a few pages before I sleep, to be honest. But if I do have any thoughts or know more about the book tomorrow morning, I'm definitely gonna update you then. Good morning and happy Saturday. I just got somewhat ready. I'm gonna go get groceries now. But my Illumigrate box just got here, so I thought I'd unbox it with you. And I also started reading Sin Bin. I'm on page 35, which is 10%, and I'm enjoying it so far. So it's about Ava, who's a freshman in college, and she walks in on her roommate doing stuff with two guys, and kind of interrupts them. And it's about her and one of those guys. That's pretty much it. I'm not that far into it yet, but it's definitely not a bad read so far. I do actually have quite a few plans today. Like I said, I'm gonna go get groceries now, and I also want to bake bread again this weekend. And then this afternoon I'm meeting with two of my friends from high school, and we're probably gonna get some coffee. The first thing I'm gonna do now before I leave is unbox my Illumigrate box. I can't really remember what the theme for this month was, so it's gonna be a surprise. It's already so pretty, you can't tell. This is only my second Illumigrate box. I haven't read the first book yet. I'm also not sure how long I'm gonna keep my subscription, because it's not cheap. But I mean, the books are really pretty, so it's kind of worth it. Why can't I get this open? Holy... It's stunning. I'm obsessed. The edges are so pretty. It's stunning. I don't really know what the book is. It's To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods by Molly X. Chong. It says she has power over death. He has power over her. When two enemies strike a dangerous bargain, will they end a war or ignite one? So it's definitely enemies to lovers, which is great. And it's just so pretty. And that's super random, but I also really like how big the font is. I feel like books with bigger fonts are just so much easier to read. Maybe I'm just blind, but...
I think I'm going to try to...
Good morning, friends, and happy Sunday. I did plan on ending this vlog yesterday, but I didn't update you at all. I really don't know what I did yesterday. I met up with two of my best friends, and we just walked around the city and had some drinks, but then I didn't do anything at all when I got back. I tried to catch up on Germany's Next Top Model because I only watched like the first 2 episodes, and my friends have been talking about it and I want to be on the loop, so I'm gonna try to catch up. But other than that, I didn't really do anything yesterday. I also didn't really read anything, so that's why I didn't update you. So I'm just gonna continue this vlog today and then end it tonight. I do have a pretty busy day planned. I don't have any plans with like friends or family, but I do want to film and edit a lot of content today. I don't really know what's up with me, but I've just been so... I don't even know how to explain it. I've been struggling with depression for years, But I think that's not it right now. I think I've just been so exhausted and lazy, and I haven't been doing anything. And I definitely want to get back to not feeling like that. So today is gonna be my attempt to change that and get back to being productive and back to filming content and reading. And hopefully that's gonna work. I just pulled my bread out of the oven, and I also totally forgot about my bread last night. That has never happened to me, but because of that, it totally overproofed and it didn't turn out great. I should probably put the camera down so I'm not shaking that much. But if I'm putting it down, you're gonna see my whole double chin. So I'm not gonna do that. Hello friends, I haven't updated you in a few hours, but I've actually been pretty productive today. I filmed my May TBR and I'm editing that right now, so maybe I could upload it tonight, but it's already 8 p.m. and I don't want to go to bed too late because I have to be at the office at 8 tomorrow morning. But I do still have quite a few things left on my to-do list, so hopefully I'm gonna somehow manage to finish at least most of them. But even though I did a lot of work stuff, I mean, content isn't really work for me because I'm doing it just for fun, but it's still not just laying on my couch. So even though I did like a lot of work stuff, I still had a very fun day so far, and I'm very glad about that. While I was doing all of my stuff today, I listened to a lot of my audiobook, and I finished listening to Gone Girl by, I think I pronounced her name Jillian, but apparently it's Gillian. But I finished listening to that a few hours ago, and it has a very high rating on Goodreads, and for me it was just pretty average. I enjoyed it, but the plot twists weren't that mind-blowing, and in general it was just a little too long. I don't know how many pages the book has, but the audiobook was 20 hours long, which is a lot. I think I'm gonna rate it like 3 stars. Then I started Hate Mail, but this is what the cover looks like, if it's gonna focus. This is about Luca and Naomi. They have been pen pals since I think 5th grade, and they just never stopped writing to each other, but they don't know each other in real life. And it follows Naomi right now trying to find Luca in real life, and that's pretty much it. I'm only 10% in. And I think it's not gonna be like my favorite book ever, but it's just a entertaining rom-com.